he would have voted for Trump. But Grandpa is dead. So the plan was to stream. Unfortunately, there are trees coming down because ever since, the election, the weather has just gone to shit. And I think nature is just going, hey, I'm sick of it. What the fuck? And speaking of the election, here's one of the things I was going to do on stream just for shits. And it's see how I think every Stardew Valley character would have voted. And here are our options, okay? So, of course, our tiers are Harris Walls, Trump Vance, third party, write-in, didn't, can't, forgot to vote. I don't know why Trump and Vance have to be so high up. Honestly, if there was a toilet, they'd be there. I'm gonna start off with Jazz. She can't vote. She's heard everyone talk about Harris and Walls. And she's like, yeah, I understand. But also, I can't vote. Vincent doesn't really understand that anything's happening around him. He wants to go look for bugs. And honestly, he's a child. And quite frankly, children everywhere should not have to worry about an election. We have Grandpa. He would have voted for Trump. But Grandpa is dead. Should I start going in order? That way this isn't as scrambled as some eggs in a pan. I feel like she knew that voting third party at a big level was not cool because it couldn't work. And so she writes in Robin for mayor, but she doesn't at big elections. So she definitely voted Harris Walls. Alex wrote in some nonsense. He knew enough not to vote for Trump. He couldn't vote for Harris because he's just slightly misogynistic, but he's working on it. But he's not there yet. So we like him for that, but come on, dude, what the fuck? So he wrote in some nonsense. This guy totally was busy that day, but it did vote. And I feel like, honestly, I don't know the vibe this guy gives because he doesn't say much. I feel like I'll be optimistic. Demetrius totally voted for Harrison Walls because he knew that there would be, funding. Caroline absolutely voted Harris Walls because she is smart. The dwarf voted because the dwarf heard there was an election. However, no one knows what it says. So it counts as a write-in. Elliot, Harris Walls. Very pretentious about it, but Harris Walls. Emily, Harris Walls. Clint. Do I even need to elaborate? Evelyn absolutely voted for Harris Walls, and she took George to the polls. And there we agree to disagree, family. And we knew this. Haley absolutely voted for Harris Walls. She doesn't know much about what's happening, but she knows there's a woman running, and she loves that. And we love her for that. Gus absolutely voted Harris Walls. He loves Walls' recipes, and he was like, yeah, sure, I like this guy. Gil absolutely just was asleep. This dude. He accepted some bribes. That's all I'll say. Gunther knew he'd get funding for the library. Where's Penny? Speaking of library, Penny also voted Harris Walls. This is looking like a runaway race. Not gonna lie. Harvey also voted Harris Walls. Couldn't get work off. That was some voter suppression right there. Jody, absolutely Harris Walls. But it was very close and closer than it should have been. And it was very cis white woman of her to like have it be so close. Kent Kent has been not available for a long time and has not really been able to keep up with events. So he's not sure what a tariff is. Krobus, we will come back to you. I don't need to clarify. Linus absolutely did not vote. He knows he has a right to, but he was just like, you know what? I think I would like to be one with nature this day, and just didn't. We love Linus every other time, except for when it comes to elections. Because if he voted, he'd be the tiebreaker that gets Lewis out of his fucking local office. Marnie was for Harris Walls, of course, because she wanted to preserve the future, and she's a smart queen. Maru, again, another smart queen. Pam is the mother whose vote we have to cancel out. And Pierre is the father whose vote we have to cancel out. I feel like this would be the thing that her and Emily would fight over. But it's not Trump and Vance. I feel like she went Jill Stein too. And here's the kicker and why I saved Krobus for last. Krobus heard about the election and knew he couldn't vote. But he figured, hey, I can help. And he didn't vote. But he tampered with the mail and got rid of all of these ballots. Or maybe the wizard did it. The wizard was like, let me just reach over there and grab those. I don't know. Maybe Krobus was just too anxious and was just dwelling in the story. Either way, one of these two.